What's going on? It's your man, Ray True Life, and we got another great conversation for you. Welcome to the Herfador Lounge, where we sip what we like, we smoke what we enjoy, most of all, we fellowship. So my guest is bringing some much needed innovation to the cigar culture. He solved what I see as one of the biggest problems for cigar smokers. Whether you're in the lounge, you're in your garage, you're on your patio, you at an event, you at a friend's house, you're traveling. I'm telling you, this product is a game changer. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. So Herfador family, please welcome and show some love to the creator and owner of EazyAsh, the only disposable cigar ashtray, Mr. Lawrence Jenkins.
Hey man, it's good to be here.
Man, I'm glad I appreciate you accepting the invite, and I'm glad we can make this thing happen.
For sure, man, for sure. Yeah. You know, I met you, where we meet? Did we meet in Austin? Or was it?
Yeah, we met at Austin.
Yeah, I smoked one
at
of your
Texas
sticks.
Cigar Week.
As a matter of fact, before we get too far down the road, I need to get some more of your sticks, so we need to talk about that too. That was a wonderful stick.
Oh, I appreciate it. I placed the order Friday, so they should be here in next week. They should be here, and I'll be ready to go.
Cool.
Yeah. So first things first. How long you been smoking cigars?
Probably about 4 or 5 years. Not long at all. Long at all. Yeah. And I'm actually taking a break tonight. You know, we just finished Dallas Cigar Week, and I'm not smoking.
Yeah.
So,
y'all all smoked out.
Yeah, so I'm taking a little break. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what is it that got you into cigars?
I had some buddies that smoked, and they would get together on Sunday afternoons and that kind of thing, and go to the lounge, and started inviting me, and I would go, and I don't drink either, so I would go and drink me a cranberry juice, you know, and fellowship with the brethren, you know. And but I used to smoke cigarettes 100 years ago in my 20s, and after about 3 or 4 months of that, and the cigars were smelling good, you know, and I kind of got into the vibe.
Right.
Not necessarily the cigars, there was more of the culture that I got into, you know.
Yeah,
so I started, you know, so I was like, well, man, you know, I want to try one of these things, you know, give me a cigar. So the first thing they put me on was a fat bottom, no, not a fat bottom Betty, it was a Big Juicy. A Big Juicy, yeah, sweet cigar. Yeah, so.
Big Juicy.
Big Juicy, that was the name of it, yeah, Big Juicy. I think it's a Drew Estate cigar. I'm not sure if anybody's on that know about it. I think it's a Drew Estate stick. But anyway, that's kind of where it started. Yeah, and then I kind of went from there. And I stayed on sweet cigars for a long time, man. Fat Bottom Betty, Tabacs, you know, a lot of different ones. And then when I started this business, I thought, you know, if I'm going to be in this game, I need to broaden my palate. If I'm going to be trying to sell this product to these folks, I need to know at least a little something about their cigars and so forth. And so I started branching out, smoking other stuff. Now I smoke, you know, pretty much whatever. Now I don't do any sweet cigars. I smoke, you know, a little bit of everything now. Yeah.
Yeah. So since you brought it up, tell us about the product.
So about a year ago, I'm at a friend's house, and I have sticks, but I don't have an ashtray, right? And so Drew Estate, there you go. Appreciate you, K Texas. And so I rigged me an ashtray, got me a cup, put a little water in it, did it that way. But that day I said, you know, I need to buy me some disposable ashtrays I keep in the car. you know, and when I find myself in this kind of situation, I can just grab one out of my bag. So I went on, first website I went on was Cigars International, because that's what I knew. So I said, well, let me go on here. I know they got it. And they had 38 ashtrays, no disposable ashtrays. So then I went to Famous. They had 36 ashtrays, no disposable ashtrays. And I went from site to site to site to site, ended up on Amazon. If Amazon ain't got it, it ain't to be had.
Right.
went on Amazon, nothing, bro. So at that point, the entrepreneur kicked in. And I started thinking, I started kind of asking myself, have I found a gap in this industry that ain't nobody thought about? Surely not. This is a pretty simple idea. Surely somebody thought about this, you know. And so I started doing research. I thought, well, maybe it has something to do with foils and papers. Maybe there's no heat-resistant papers, or maybe that's why. Did that research, found out, no, there's heat-resistant foils, heat-resistant papers, you know, blah, 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 blah. So that's, well, all right. I said, well, surely somebody has a patent. They must just be sitting on this patent. That has to be what it is, because this don't make sense. And so hired a patent attorney. He did a patent search. He came back a couple weeks later and said, yeah, no, man, ain't no patent. Huh. So then I started talking to a few folks, and everybody I talked to was really heavy, deep into the culture, and they were people I could trust, because I kind of thought I might have been on to something, you know.
Right. You kind of thought maybe, just maybe.
Anybody, you know, you ask the wrong Negro with money, and that's a wrap.
Right.
So all of them was like, yeah, man, this is a brilliant idea. What you gonna do? You need some money? I got you, you know. So at that point, I ride motorcycles, and at that point, I wanted to file the patent and form the company. And so I sold my motorcycle and filed a patent, filed a trademark, all of that out of pocket with that money, right? And then from there, I launched the business, man. Yeah.
So I know you said you went to grab one. I just happened to have.
Well, there you go. That original right there.
One sitting right here.
Yes, sir. That original.
Man, I'm telling you, this it solves a problem that all cigar smokers deal with. And all we do is go get one of them red Solo cups at the event, put a little water in it. And what if we ain't got no cups?
You ain't got no cups, you ash in somebody's deck.
Right. You try to carefully put it down, and then you gotta smooth it out and get rid of it with your foot and all that.
Right.
I mean, it's I can't reach it unfolded. I got some more. But I'm telling you, man, so the fact that I'm floored on the fact that, you know, there was nothing.
Nothing, bro. I mean,
all of these innovations in the cigar world, and it was in any other disposable ashtray.
You know, one of the things that I've kind of realized since I'm a church guy, grew up in the church, you know, one of the things that I kind of relate the cigar world to, it's kind of like the Baptist church. It's steeped in traditions. It's, you know, this culture, this is what we do, this is how we do it. It's been working for a bazillion years, and we're going to keep doing it. So no one, up until recently, you know, I would imagine in the last few years, no one has really thought beyond what was already there. You know, the big bulky ashtrays, all that kind of thing, which they're cool, you know, but the reality is they don't always work. And I hadn't been in the game long enough to think that way. I just use the ashtray, bro. And I assume what you're using today already existed, and it didn't.
See, and that's the crazy thing about it is like you said, this first of all, I never thought about it that way, but yes, the cigar world is like the Baptist church. It is all about tradition. This is
Yeah.
the way we've done it for however long we've done it.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
Right. We
You know?
ain't changing. It works. People getting
Right.
saved. People getting saved. So
people people
we
have
gonna keep
been
doing it.
saved. We get saved.
You see what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing. It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But what it also does is it opens the door up for innovation, for people that think, what's my boy Cigar Celebrity with his tool, you know?
Select draw.
Select draw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's innovative, you know?
Right.
It's different. Quite often, we get so used to using what we have, we don't think beyond that. And a cup works just fine. It works.
Yeah.
You can't sit your cigar in it, but it works.
Right.
You know, you can ash in it.
So we're gonna show it again. See, and another thing, if you use them at home, you can use it more than once.
Yeah.
You see, you got the notches for your cigars here on the sides.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna burn up. It's gonna sit there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's an amazing invention. Amazing invention.
Appreciate you, man. You know, I had a brother in Tampa. We did Tampa Cigar Week. We had a brother there. He came. He said, "Man, this is a genius idea," and that really kind of throws me. I ain't no freaking genius. And what I told him was, I said, "Listen, bro, how long you been smoking?" Man, I've been smoking 15, 20 years. I said, "How many times you done nigga rigged the ashtray?"
I can't count.
Right? So you've been creating the EazyAsh the whole time.
Right.
You've been creating it the whole time. You just didn't take it to that next step. I just took what we was doing. You know, we take fall and fold it and
all that. You figure out any kind of way to put something somewhere to get that ash.
To get that ash. And so I just took what we were already doing and turned it into a product. You know,
that's an amazing product.
Yeah,
it is a great product. You can throw it in your bag, like you say, and just take it, keep it in your smoking bag.
Keep it with you. Yeah, I had a brother yesterday at Dallas Cigar Week. He came to, he said, "Man, me and my wife catching a flight out first thing in the morning to the DR. I got 5 packs in my bag. I'm gonna be beautiful, bro." I'm like, "Boy, you're a smoking sensation. You run through 5."
You run through 5 of them.
You a bad boy,
packs?
Bro.
Yeah,
you a bad boy. Yeah, but you know, it's convenient. It's convenient. It's easy to carry. You can use it anywhere. And actually, it was designed for cigar smokers. But if you smoke other stuff, it's an ashtray.
Right.
It's an ashtray, bro. You know, it's that simple. You know, so that's really, you know, the idea. I just needed an ashtray, man. That was easy to carry. Yeah.
And you came up with the most innovative thing in the cigar world in probably the last 60 years. Probably the last 60 years, the most innovative product for cigar smokers. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I do a little homework when I have my guests on here. How long have you been a photographer?
How old are you? I've been shooting professionally since the mid-90s. Yeah, since the mid-90s. Started out, you know, shooting weddings, fashion shows, that kind of stuff. Then I moved into news. So that's kind of where my niche is in journalism. I'm a newspaper photographer.
Okay.
And I mean, I still shoot portraits. I do corporate work as well. But probably 25, 30 years. Yeah, a while. Yeah. So, you know, now I shoot for, I just got 2 assignments for the morning news right before I came on the call. I got to shoot 2 jobs for the Dallas Morning News tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I shoot. My work's been published in the Washington Post, New York Times, USA Today, People Magazine. Yeah, all over the place. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, see, I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. That's why, you know, I do my little digging, you know.
Yeah.
But you seem to catch great moments.
Yeah.
You know, great moments. So what is capturing those moments and those visions? What does that mean to you?
Well, as a documentary photographer, my job is to document history. Mm-hmm. And whether it's me or you, when you at a cigar event and you take a picture of 3 cats standing together, that's a moment that'll never happen again. That's a moment in time, right? And it's just a simple picture today, but we don't know what that picture's gonna mean in 30, 40 years. For instance, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, you know, those cats sitting in that lounge in Miami.
Yeah.
Right? Malcolm just playing. They're just making pictures, man. They just enjoying themselves. But now that picture is historical.
Right.
A movie's been made about that evening, right?
Yeah. So about just that picture.
That's the power of a picture. And so for me, it's not about taking pictures. It's about documenting history. Whenever I take a picture, I'm documenting a moment in time that'll never come back. It'll never happen again. Right. When I shoot it, it's gone. Right? It's fleeting. Yeah, it's moments are very important. You know, when they happen, you capture them, it's gone. Yeah, so that's what it means to me. It's not just about taking pictures, making money, that kind of thing. It's about documenting history, particularly our history. Right.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good pictures on that other Instagram that I had to go find.
Yeah, I try not to mix the two. I try to keep my cigar stuff over here and my photography other stuff over here. You know, I told you I was raised in the church, and everybody don't understand.
Right.
Us out here smoking cigars and kicking it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to offend. On my Facebook page, it's a little different because I get tagged quite often. So folks be like, Lawrence, what you doing now? I actually been doing this for a long time, but it is what it is, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So in doing my little homework, it said that you were freelance.
Yeah.
So explain the difference between like freelance and working, I guess, for a publication.
Yeah, so I was on the photo staff at the Dallas Morning News for about 10 years. And I quit in 2006 to start my own business. At the time, my kids were little, and I wanted more time with them. I wanted to be able to sell the nachos at the basketball game and all that stuff. And when you're news photography, it's like being a drug dealer, bro. I mean, it's 24/7. So off, you gone, you know.
Right.
But also, it kind of locked me in to a situation where I couldn't do some of the stuff I wanted to do visually. I try to, if you go to my website, lawrencejenkinspictures.com, you'll see a lot of historical stuff. I've documented the campaign of President Obama, the funeral weekend of Coretta Scott King, the earthquake in Haiti in 2010, Gina, Louisiana. One of the things is crazy
that you're talking about that. When I was going through your website, looking at the pictures, I've seen some of these pictures.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Amazing pictures.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. There's not a lot of brothers and sisters out here that do what I do. There's a handful of us. It's very, for some reason, we don't know anything. We don't tend to go into photojournalism. A lot of us go into writing, but few go into photojournalism. So it's a really, really small group of us, probably not 250 in the whole country.
So what was it that made you decide to go into photojournalism?
The truth?
If you want to say the truth.
The truth is I stumbled into it. I wasn't trying. I was happy shooting hot pictures of girls and doing all that thing. You know, young cats do. And a friend of mine at church, he was looking for a job and saw an ad for a photographer at a newspaper and told me about it. And there was a little weekly newspaper in Colleyville, Texas. And this was in the 90s. And at the time, basically, I hope we don't have no folk on here that will take offense, but he said, listen, man, you ought to go apply. You take great pictures. I said, man, I don't know nothing about newspaper photography. I don't know nothing about that. Those folks go to college and, you know. He said, just go apply. Just go apply for it. And actually, the Lord was using it. And I said, well, where is it, man? He said, it's in Colleyville. Are you familiar with Colleyville, Texas?
I'm not.
It's a very, 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 very wealthy white community. There's about 17 black folks out there now. This was in the 90s. 17? There's about 17 black families out there now. But this was in the 90s, wasn't none of us out there. And I said, man, ain't no niggas in Colleyville. And he said, man, just go apply for the job. I said, all right, cool. I went and applied for the job, showed them portraits, fashion shows, and wedding pictures. And for some strange reason, they hired me. I had no clue what I was doing. So my first couple of weeks, I stayed in trouble because all I knew how to do was shoot basically a portrait. Stop people, pose them. And so that's what I was doing. They were sending me to car wrecks, to whatever was going on. And I was posing people. And I would come back. Have you ever had a boss that could kick you in the ass and you walked away feeling good about it?
No.
I did.
I haven't had the pleasure of having that boss yet.
I did, bro. I did. This woman, I would come in, show her my pictures so we could go, to press. And she would literally kick me in my butt, but in a loving way, kind of like your mama do when she ain't really mad, when she ain't using your middle name. You know what I mean? And she would tell me, Lawrence, you can't pose, as a journalist, you have to capture the moment, you have to tell the story. I don't know what you're talking about. And my first check, the name of the newspaper was the Colleyville News and Times. It was a weekly newspaper. My first check, when I got it, it had the Dallas Morning News on it. And so I asked her, I'm like, why is the Dallas Morning News on my check? She said, oh, that's who owns it. I said, really? She said, yeah. I said, so what does that mean for us? She said, well, we have access to whatever they have access to. I said, really? She said, yeah. And when I did all my paperwork, the paperwork had Belo Corporation on it. The Belo Corporation is the parent company. Of course, I'm not a journalist, so I don't know who the Belo Corporation is.
Right.
And so I said, does this mean I can go to the Dallas Morning News? He said, yeah. You have an ID just like they do. So what I did was, I said, okay, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. This is a pretty cool job. I don't want to get fined. I got to learn how to do this. So I called the Dallas Morning News. I talked to the director of photography and said, listen, this is who I am. This is where I'm at. I don't have a clue as to what I'm doing, but I would like to learn. Will you help me? And they said, sure, come on down. So I would go to work in the morning at the Colleyville News and Times. And then when I left, when I got off work, and remember I had a wife and 3 kids at the time.
Right.
When I left, got off work, I would drive to Dallas, which was about 30 miles. They would put me with a photographer, and I would ride with that photographer the whole shift.
Wow.
And I'd get home at 10, 11 o'clock, midnight, and I would watch them. I'd ask questions, and they basically mentored me. And when I would come home, and on the weekends, everything, and at work, everything I would learn from those photographers, I would practice. And that's how I ended up in the game. And after about a year, after about 6 months of doing that, I put a 10-picture portfolio together and showed it to the director of photography at the Dallas Morning News. And he said, man, how long did it take you to shoot these? I said, I shot all these last month. He said, oh, cool. This is nice work. You want to start freelancing for us? Sure. So now I'm working at the Colleyville News and Times in the morning to like 3, 4, and I'm freelancing. I'm shooting a couple of assignments for the Dallas Morning News in the evening. Wow. And after about 6 months of that, they offered me a job. I literally stumbled into it, bro. I wasn't.
That's a good stumble, though.
It was a very good stumble, and I just happened to be talented at it. I mean, I'm a kind of natural. Yeah.
You definitely talented. The pictures I saw, you definitely talented.
I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What inspires your photography?
What I said earlier, it's an honor to tell other people's story visually. You know what I'm saying? I don't take it lightly. I'm not interested in making pretty pictures and getting awards, and that's not really my thing. I'm more interested in telling people's story. You know, if you can tell a homeless person's story the right way, and that story can inspire somebody to help that homeless person get a home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's actually happened a few times.
Often.
You remember the Voice, the guy who was homeless and he got a job and a house and all of that.
Yeah. So, you know, you never know how your pictures affect people. You know what I mean? And how through your imagery, you can help people. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, back to EazyAsh. So, give me a 15-second commercial for EazyAsh.
A 15-second commercial for EazyAsh.
15-second commercial for EazyAsh.
We all got plates and dishes at the house. We got glasses at the house. When we ain't at the house, when we at the park, we at the beach, we on the patio, whatever, we don't take our good plates and dishes. We take paper plates and paper cups. That's all EazyAsh is. Same thing. There you go, EazyAsh. Yeah. So just like there's a time, you know, I have people ask quite often, well, man, I don't know when I need this. Well, have you ever used a solo cup? Oh, man, shit, I use solo cups all the time. Well, you can use.
There you go. There you go. You answered your own question.
Yeah. If you use a solo cup, there's a reason you're using that solo cup and not that glass.
Exactly.
And that's whenever you pull out that solo cup, you need an EazyAsh. Yeah,
Exactly. Whenever you pull out that solo cup, whenever you put a little water in that other plastic cup, whenever you get you some foil off of the meat and roll it up,
roll
you
it up.
need your EazyAsh.
You need an EazyAsh. Yeah.
Just go and get your EazyAsh. Get you a few of them and keep them with you. You'll be
And
good.
keep it with you at all times. You got it. You got it. Yeah. So, yeah, it's the same thing. We all got good dishes, good glasses, and all of that stuff. But when we outside and on the move, we ain't dragging our dishes around with us.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We going somewhere and we at the picnic or wherever we at, and we got paper plates, paper cups, solo cups, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't get your EazyAsh.
Get your needed. Everybody knows solo cup, and they know it because they use it on the outside, and they ain't got no real glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Even the cups that ain't solo cups, they call them solo cups. Yeah.
Yeah, it just long as it's a plastic cup called a solo cup.
It's a solo cup. Yeah. It's a one cup. Yeah. Yeah.
So where can people find the EazyAsh?
Well, you can find it on our website, which is EazyAsh.com. It's being carried in a few lounges, but not a lot. We're being carried in Little Lamb at a lounge called the Good Cigar. We're being carried at a lounge in Miami called Sabor Havana. We're being carried in a lounge in Virginia. Oh my goodness, I just went blank on the name. It'll come to me. But the most exciting, we're being carried in several lounges who have done private labels. So you can do it with your own branding on it, which you saw in Austin, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah. But the most exciting thing we got going now that will help people get a hold of the ashtray is we just started the Easy Affiliates program.
Okay.
And basically what the Easy Affiliates are is they're independent distributors.
Okay.
With the ashtray. So I just sent them agreements today. I just launched it last week, and we already have 6 affiliates between Texas. We got an affiliate in Baltimore. We got some affiliates across the country that will be carrying the ashtray and will be able to sell it, straight out the hand, right?
Right.
So we're doing that for a couple of reasons. One of the things I wanted to do as far as selling the ashtray goes is I wanted to create a way to help other folks generate revenue,
Right.
A side hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. And it's the only one of its kind. Right now, we have a monopoly on the industry. Yeah. So the more hands I can put it in, the more money we can all make, and the faster the company grows.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because it will be knocked off.
Oh, it's gonna get knocked off.
It will be knocked off.
Yeah, that's why. Of course, that's why we did file the patent. But it's also the reason why I positioned it the way I did with the multiple designs, with the private label. The original idea was just to come out with a basic, just an ashtray with a design, and that was going to be it.
Yeah.
And the more I thought about it, I'm like, we can do more with this, right?
Right.
So let's create some designs. So one of the things we did was we have 5 designs in our core line. We have the original, which is the one you have. It has our slogan on it: "Cigar smoking made easy." That's the original.
I can't flip it over because I got ashes in it.
Don't flip it over. You're gonna make a mess. And I'm gonna show you the one I made for our pilgrim friends. This is the Patriot, and we made this one for our friends of a lighter hue who smoke, and they really love this. And we've made one for the ladies called the Femme Fatale. It's pink and got a cool lady on it. She fine too, by the way. Yeah, she's sexy woman. Sexy woman. Represent every SOTL out there. And then we have a black one called the Noir, and then we have a camo one. So we have the 5 ashtrays in our core line. And they're doing really, really well. And the cool thing about that is they're limited. So once they sell out, they're gone. And new designs will come out.
Right.
Yeah, new designs.
That's how you keep it fresh.
Exactly. So that's one of the things that we did. If somebody decides to knock us off, they're going to have to go through a whole lot of gyrations to compete with what we're doing and what we're offering.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then we offer the private label, where if you wanted to do something with your branding on it, you can order a minimum and do that. And that's getting a lot of traction. But to answer your question, the way it's ordered right now is on the website and the affiliates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So the website and the
affiliates. Yeah, we're looking to grow the affiliates pretty rapidly over the next couple of months. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you'll be able to get your EazyAsh from anywhere.
Anywhere.
Just about.
That's the
anywhere,
idea.
Just about.
Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah. Yeah.
So how has entrepreneurship changed your life?
I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, man. So I don't know nothing else.
Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed.
I done had jobs. And it was always to learn the game and then go do my thing, you know? So
right.
I've been an entrepreneur since I was 8, 9 years old, bro. I've been doing it my whole life. I'm a serial guy. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I personally believe, I had this conversation with some of my buddies a few weeks ago. And they were talking, you know, about the climate that we live in and, you know, the country and all the hate and, you know, how the folks on the job manage folk and so forth and so on. And I told him, I said, you know, I seem to be the most radical of all of us. It's 4 of us. We all work together. And they said, well, why do you say that? I said, well, y'all know all the history. Y'all know all the problems. Y'all can name all the dates. Y'all can do all that. But y'all still choose to work for somebody else. When the reality is, for me, it's just the opposite. I have a problem with making somebody else rich. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we can share in that thing, we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get a little piece.
Let me get something. And that's where the affiliates come in. I don't want somebody out there working for me. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Make your money, man. You know what I mean? That's my thing. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And so for me, entrepreneurship is like a wave. You know what I'm saying? It's up and down and up and down. I mean, I've made bologna sandwiches a few times over the years, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know, because it's rewarding. When you get it right, it's rewarding. And most entrepreneurs, I've heard this my entire life, that most entrepreneurs have all kinds of ideas and businesses before they actually hit the one. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where I am. I've after years of doing different things and having business in my freelance business, so forth and so on, you know, I do well with my freelance business. The problem is that I can't multiply myself.
Right.
I have to be.
It's only one you.
It's only one me. So I can only do so much. Right. And so for me, the beauty of entrepreneurship is that I get to determine and dictate my destiny. Right. Nobody else controls my destiny. It's on me. If I fail, all I can do is go find a mirror. Yeah. If I succeed, I'm gonna go find that same mirror. You dig?
Right. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. So that's my thing.
So what obstacles have you had to face in getting this EazyAsh company going?
I don't know if it would be considered an obstacle, but money is always an issue. You know,
Hmm.
when you launching a company and starting a business. I didn't,
Don't I know it?
you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
didn't want to give up too much of my company, so I only made a certain amount of it available for investors, and my investors are my partners. But
Hmm.
I own the majority of the company, and I still have plenty of room if I need to take in a big investor. Um, but it's always finances and just trying to, pinch every penny to make sure that you can accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. We're doing these big runs. We just did a run today, and uh, for several different companies, and we just did a deal that was on this run. And I can't call any names, but it's with a really, really big brand that everybody knows.
Wow.
Yeah, and but I'm still doing it on a shoestring, and
Hmm.
we're going to PCA in July, and that ain't cheap, right?
Right.
Flights, hotels, the booth fee, the furniture, that stuff gets
Yeah.
expensive. So, just trying to manage the finances till you get to a place till you get to revenue, where you can,
Right.
stand
Right.
on your 2 feet. Yeah. So that would be, if there was an obstacle, it would be financing. Yeah. I've had people come to me, and offer us, what do you need? As a matter of fact, that just happened the other day in a
Hmm.
cigar lounge. Whatever y'all need, let me know. I want to invest, blah, blah. I'll keep you in mind, you know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
because all money ain't good money.
Right.
And you got
Right.
to know when to take money. Yeah, so if there's an obstacle, that would be the obstacle. Just trying to manage and deal with financing.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So on the private labels, what's the average turnaround time for those?
Couple of weeks. But
Couple
well,
weeks.
let me back up. Let me back up. So starting after this run we just placed today, this order today, we're doing the custom orders bi-monthly. So the next custom order will be August 1st.
Okay. Okay.
And then we'll run another one 2 months later,
Okay.
October 1st. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what happens is, for one, paper prices are like this,
Hmm.
going up, down, up, down, up, down. And the larger run you do, the better pricing.
Right.
So we decided, instead of trying to run a run every time we get 5, 6, 10 folks, we'll just do the custom runs every couple of months. Give everybody time to get in. Everybody that wants to get in, they know, okay, it's August 1st. I got time. Get my money right. Do whatever you need to do. Run everybody simultaneously at one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Makes
that
perfect
helps
sense.
me get better pricing, which in turn helps my customer get better pricing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
So what's been the best part of your journey?
The party, man. It's you know what I mean? It's one of my boys said, man, you went from taking pictures, now you're smoking cigars and you're making money. You
Hey,
know,
it is
I,
what it is.
I love the culture, bro. I love the people. It's kind of like Cheers. I don't know if you ever watched Cheers.
I'm not that young. I done watched Cheers. I know what Cheers
it's kind of
is.
like Cheers. Everybody in Cheers was family.
Yeah.
Everybody was cool. Wasn't no fighting. Everybody was cool. Even the knucklehead, even Cliff Clavin, who didn't nobody really like, but they tolerated it. He was cool. He was family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the cigar culture is probably the most mature, astute, educated party culture I've ever been around.
Yeah, because there's so many people from all walks of life come together. You can sit next to somebody who is I don't even know if it's a number, a gajillionaire,
right?
And you spent half your light bill to buy your stick, but y'all are having a conversation.
Y'all chopping it up. Y'all cool.
Yeah, you chopping it up. You cool. You can build friendships over cigars. Over
cigars. This is the new golf course, man.
Yeah.
I got a cat, an old cat. That gazillionaire you was just talking about. He calls me. We met one day in the cigar lounge. He's reading the paper. We're talking, and he asked me what I did. I told him I'm a photographer, so forth, so on. And just so happened, one of my pictures was in the paper he was reading. I said, yeah, that's my picture right there. He's like, oh, man, blah, blah, blah. He has to be 75 years old. And now, once, twice a month, I'll either hit him or he'll hit me. Hey, what you got going? I'm going to stop by such and such lounge. You want to meet me over there? Cool, I'll see you there. We friends.
See?
You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking for nothing all from cigars. I'm not looking for nothing from him. We're friends.
Right.
You know what I
all
mean?
From cigars.
All over cigars. The culture is just an amazing culture. It's an amazing culture. The people, some of the best people I've met in my life is in cigar lounges and at cigar events. Yeah.
Right.
And the other thing I love about the culture is everybody, I'm going to go back to the church, but I'm going to go back to when the church started. Everybody is community. Everybody takes care of each other. Everybody supports each other. You know what I'm saying? You told me when we met, man, I got the stick I'm putting out. Well, man, where's the stick at? How much is the stick? Let me get some sticks.
Right.
Everybody supports you. Everybody wants to see everybody be successful.
Exactly.
To use a street slang, ain't nobody holding their nuts on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's supporting and trying to push each other up, man. So it's an amazing culture.
It is. I love it. The people that I've met, I've built friendships, out of it. You can build friendships out of it. You can make deals and all of that. Deals are done over cigars. Friendships are built over cigars. Speaking of deals, there was two questions. I'm going back to it, y'all. I wasn't ignoring y'all. Yes, a few people asking about the minimum for the custom orders.
The custom order, the minimum is $500, and they're $1.50 a unit. So $650, $750, if I'm doing the math right. $750 for a minimum. Yeah. So the minimum is $500. Yeah.
Okay. So now y'all know. So on August 1st. Get your order ready for August 1st.
Yeah. So they got time to put their money together and get with me. Yeah, hit me on Jenkins at EazyAsh.com. They can hit us on info at EazyAsh.com. They can inbox me, whatever. Yeah, I check it all about 70 times a day. So you can't miss me, bro. Yeah. Folks be like, I appreciate your speedy response. Yes, ma'am. For sure.
I just happened to be looking at it again.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there staring at that thing.
Keep hitting refresh.
Right, right.
Oh, I got one.
Cha-ting, cha-ting.
That's what it's about. That's what you should change. You should change that notification to that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So you can inbox us. You can hit us however. It doesn't really matter. And anybody out there that's interested in being an affiliate, we're building that thing, and we're looking for partners all across the country that want to get on this thing and make money. They won't just sell the ashtrays as far as the core product. They'll have the ability to also put together deals to connect with us to sell the white label or the private label stuff, right? And they get commissions off of that. So yeah, it's some opportunities out there. And I'm not gonna saturate a bunch of areas with a bunch of people, areas with a bunch of people, because I want everybody to be able to make money.
Right, right. That's the way. That's the way you got to do it. Everybody can make money. There's enough money. There's enough money in the world for everybody.
Yes, sir.
There's enough money in the world. You just got to go get it. You just got to go get it.
You got it. You got it.
What are two of your most important principles?
I guess these are principles. One, I treat everybody the way I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? But this one may be more of a philosophy. And it's whatever you want to be, surround yourself with it. So, I wanted to be a good newspaper photographer, so I surrounded myself with great newspaper photographers, and you feel that I'm a good photographer. I've never taken a photography class in my life.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Some people just have natural skills, natural gifts.
But also, if you put yourself, you are the company you keep.
Yeah.
If you hang around with fools, eventually you're gonna act a fool. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. If you hang around with intelligent people who are handling their business, you're gonna learn how to handle your business, or you're not gonna hang out with them.
And you're gonna be forced to have, like you said, you're gonna be forced to handle your business, or you will no longer be a part of that circle.
Yeah, you can't be a part, right?
Right.
So whatever you want to be, just surround yourself with it. I'm trying to learn the cigar culture. I don't know. I listen to you and my boy Chevalier talking sticks, and I know y'all.
Yeah, he out here.
I listen to you brothers talk about the stick and the Leo. Oh, this is the Ecuadorian blah 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 with the bro. Whatever, man. It's good. You know what I'm saying? It's good. So I'm trying to learn those things. The only way I can do that is by embedding myself in the community that knows and spend time with people like yourself and Yule and other folks out there that's off in this thing. That's how I learn, from just being around folks who know it, right? And are doing business and doing it on the right, doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Not out here shysting, not taking advantage of folks, actually doing business, right? Yeah. So that's my thing. I try to put myself in those environments and around those people that I can learn from. If I'm the smartest cat in the room, I got to find a different room.
I tell people that all the time. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room.
I'm in the wrong room, right?
I need to be where I can learn something at all times.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the game, man.
So what advice would you give to anyone who is starting or thinking about starting a business?
don't tell too many people, and follow your instincts. You know, God gives Ray the vision. Whatever he gave you, he didn't give it to me. He gave it to you. So you see what he gave you, and I'm saying, well, man, you know, shit, you try it this way, if you try it that way, but that ain't what you're supposed to do. So whatever your vision is, follow it through. Trust your instincts. Follow your heart. You know, follow your heart, and don't let people talk you out of your dream. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not dreaming, right?
Right.
You know, so yeah, I mean, it's not, being an entrepreneur ain't easy, man. You know, you got to have the balls of a gunslinger to get out here and do this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because at any moment, anything could happen.
COVID. Bro, I lost $47,000 in 4 days.
Wow.
$47,000 in 4 days when the quarantine hit.
Wow.
From events all over the country. Lawrence, we're going to have to cancel. Lawrence, we're going to have to cancel. I was like, oh my God. 47,000, partner.
Man, so, well, you know, if it had been somebody else, they might have jumped out of the building.
You know what I mean? You know, you just have to have your mind made up. If you're gonna be an entrepreneur, it ain't easy. You know, I don't care how good your idea is, it ain't gonna just pop off. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. You know, EazyAsh is a great product, but I ain't getting nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm working it. I'm trying to take these pictures, man, so I can you know, it takes time, and it's hard, and it may not work, but that don't mean you stop. I don't know how many businesses, and I done learned something from every one of them, right? Yeah. And I implement all of that today. You dig? Everything is a lesson. Every failure is a lesson. Yeah, it's a lesson. Stop calling failures failures and call them lessons. They lessons. You know, you learn something, you dust yourself off, and you keep grinding. You keep going. And when the next idea hits you, if it makes sense, go for it. You know, hell, even if it don't make sense, go for it. Go for it. Try it. You never know. You never know. It's people that sell what is it? Potatoes. Remember who was talking? Was that you and you were talking about the pet rock a couple of weeks ago? Who was talking about? No, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about these potatoes that I saw on Shark Tank. I used to watch Shark Tank religiously, and these people was on. They were selling potatoes. One potato, I think it was like $40 or something like that, to send it to somebody, and they you know, all the sharks was like, that's stupid. We're not doing. And then they told them the sales. Because people were buying a potato to send to their friend as a joke. So no matter how dumb your idea is, go for it. You never know. Like you just said, the pet rock. It's a rock. The pet rock. Really? It's a rock. With a little paint on it. You know what I'm saying? I got a front yard full of them. Exactly. And folks so did the cat that invented it. Or shall I say created the idea, right? Man, I'm broke. I need some money. Let me paint a smiley face on this rock and see if somebody will buy it. And people bought it. And people bought it all day long. You know, Steve Jobs had a saying, and I think this really goes well with the EazyAsh. I can't quote it verbatim, but the saying was something to the effect of, people don't know what they need until you show them. Right. Right. Folks see my ashtray all the time like, oh man, why didn't I think of this? This is perfect. I need this. How much of I can take these here. I can do this. I can take them on vacation. I can. Yeah. Even the guy who invented the paperclip. The paperclip. You know, people just putting papers together, trying to hold them together. And they do using all kinds of stuff, and he was like, "I'm gonna use. Let's fold this little piece of aluminum and see what happens. This little wire, and see if I can stick it on here for the hole." You know, people
Like there's a problem that people don't know that they have, and then you solve it.
And when you solve it, they're like, oh,
Why
this is
didn't?
perfect. This is exactly what I need, right?
Exactly.
And most of the time, they're very simple ideas. They're not complex ideas. The EazyAsh ain't complex. It ain't complex. It's a box. Shit. With some oil in it. It's not complex. It ain't complicated. There's nothing complicated about it, but it solves a problem.
It solves a problem.
Big problem. You know what I mean? So you never know as an entrepreneur if what you're doing will work, if it'll be successful. You just have to believe in what you're doing and not let other folks talk you out of, what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
And I've just learned quite often not to share with certain folks. I know who I can share with and who I can't, because it's not that I don't want you to tell me it's a good idea. I want you to tell me why.
Right.
Help me understand why I don't need to sell my motorcycle so I can start this company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Walk me through it to help me understand what I may be missing. But don't just say, oh, no, man, that won't work. Well, that ain't helping me.
Exactly. Don't tell me it's not going to work and then not tell me why.
And not tell me, help me understand why. Help me understand why. So it's not about somebody not necessarily believing in the product or any of that. You have to find people. You have to surround yourself with people that's going to be real with you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't going to be real with me, I can't fool with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't fool with cats that ain't real. I'm too old. You know what I'm saying? I did that when I did that in my 20s and 30s. I'm too old for that now. I can't do that. I need to be around real people gonna tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat around the bush. Don't be diplomatic and all that shit. Just tell me what.
Don't sugarcoat it. Just tell me.
Just tell me what it is, and then we can move on.
Right.
I can either receive it or not, but tell me what it is. Yeah.
That's what we all need to do, especially in being an entrepreneur or thinking about starting a business, or you have an idea. Surround yourself with people who are entrepreneurs, who have done something and have been successful at something, in that area, so they can guide you.
They can guide you. They can show you. They can keep you from walking off a freaking bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that kind of goes back to what I was saying. Surround yourself with whatever you want to be.
Right.
You want to be a successful entrepreneur? Find some successful entrepreneurs and start.
And surround yourself with them.
Yeah, surround yourself with them. Don't surround yourself with the Negro that's just running around here nickel and dime and dry hustling.
Right.
He ain't gonna get you nowhere but dry hustling.
Nowhere. Y'all both gonna be sitting in the same place.
Right. Dry hustling.
Exactly.
So you got to surround yourself with people that's doing what you do, and they don't have to look like you.
That's another thing.
Gender is you.
Right.
Yeah. We can learn from. You can learn from a child. You can learn from anybody. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what's next for EazyAsh?
Well, I've said it a few times, but right now my focus is on our new affiliates and getting that grown, as well as PCA. PCA pretty much has all of my attention. The affiliates and PCA has all of my attention right now. I think the affiliates, the Easy Affiliates program is going to help a lot of people. It's going to help me and my firm, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to make a lot of money doing it, and it's going to be fun. And wow, Somebody just placed the order. If you're online, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yeah. You know, so that's where my focus is right now. So on my affiliates and building that team, as well as appreciate you, Yul, and PCA. We're really excited about PCA.
Yeah,
we're really excited.
Yeah,
we're gonna do.
That's
really
huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, so we're excited about that.
EazyAsh should be in every cigar smoker's bag because it should be. It should be. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here. I'm saying that because you should have it. You got 1,000 lighters. You got about 17 cutters. You know, you got these travel humidors that you take with you everywhere you go. That some of them hold 50, 66. Throw you some EazyAsh ashtrays in there.
Yes, sir.
And that way, wherever you go, you got an ashtray. You ain't got to look for nothing. You ain't got to let me go use your ash. Just pop it out, sit it right next to you,
and go for it. I done sat on the beach. I done sat on the patio by the pool. Was in Oklahoma at the casino a couple of weeks ago, sitting at the bar. I don't drink, but I'm trying to figure out how to get a conversation started with somebody who work at the casino, because that's a move I'm trying to make. I'm trying to figure out how to get into these casinos, and they brought me one of them little bitty round cigarette ashtrays. I'm like, I don't need that, bro. I'm good. Pop, 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 pop. He's like, dude, what is that? An ashtray? Your manager in? She sure is. Let me get it. Yeah.
Because that'll make their life a lot easier.
Easier, yeah. And so that's one of the things, you know, I'm working on. But really the affiliates and just focusing on PCA. Yeah.
The affiliates and PCA. So look, that affiliate program is going to be huge. You'll be able to get an EazyAsh ashtray from anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah, we hope to get affiliates all across the country. And the beauty of the affiliate program actually is, like I said, those individuals now have a new revenue stream with a product that doesn't have any competition, right? As well as now you can get it immediately versus, I want you to order it online. Don't stop ordering it online. Don't wait for the affiliate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Go order it.
But it'll save time. And folks want it, if there's an affiliate around, they can get it. And the beautiful thing about it is the people that we're connecting with and the people that are reaching out to us are culture people. They're not just folks just popping in cigar bars playing. They're culture people. They're rooted in the culture. They know people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they already have the built-in customer base. So my partners, hey Nicole Walton, N Walton 7066. Yeah, it's one of my business partners.
So what's going on? Appreciate you for stopping by and hanging with us.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting times, man. It's pretty exciting times. Yeah.
It's good to hear you're a really good guy. You deserve it all. You're putting in the work. It's I hope I hope to see nothing but the best for you.
I appreciate you, my friend.
And whether I hope it or not, it's gonna happen.
Well, I appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to. Where are you at? I forgot. Houston.
I'm in Houston. Yeah.
We're gonna have to do something together. I'm gonna have to come down there. You got a home bar down there, a home lounge you spend your time at?
I got one I go to pretty regularly.
They carry your sticks in there yet?
Not yet, but while I was talking to him on what was Saturday, I was talking to him about that on Saturday. So
yeah, let's after PCA, let's circle back and let's see, because we haven't been to Houston yet. So let's debut in Houston with you and your sticks. Let's put something together.
we can do it. We can definitely do it. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, we're getting ready to have for all those ladies that are in DFW area, we're getting ready to do a ladies' night in Little Lamb on the 23rd of June. So if we have any of the sisters on here that live in DFW, put June 23rd on your calendar. We having a ladies' night. It's gonna be a fun time. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
Put it on your calendar and show up.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you accepting this invitation. I appreciate you supporting me. I appreciate you being so open and honest during this conversation. I appreciate the talks of us doing something together, because I think it's gonna be huge.
For sure.
I think it's gonna be huge.
For sure. We family now, man. We family.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I appreciate you having me on, man, and just befriending a brother. You know what I'm saying? Once again,
definitely.
I'm new to this world, so it's good to know you got some folks you can call on and rap with. So I appreciate you having us on and giving us the exposure, man. We truly appreciate that. Yeah.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So on that note, I appreciate every one of y'all for sticking in with us and vibing with us in the Herfador Lounge. I'm Ray True Life. This is Lawrence Jenkins, EazyAsh, the only disposable cigar ashtray in the world. In the world, Craig.
In the world.
In the world.
For sure.
So definitely hit them up, EazyAsh.com. Get you some. Get you about 15, 20 of them and keep them with you at all times. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, my friend. Peace.